What's good, everybody? Today we're talking about complex fractions. So what that means is we're dividing a fraction by a fraction, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So the first thing we want to do, guys, is rewrite the problem so that we can see it better. So we have 1/2 plus 2/3 divided by 1/3. So we can use the LCD to solve. So this is just the lowest common denominator. So when I look at all these denominators, I know they could go into the number 6. So I'm going to multiply by 6 on the outside and on both sides, right? So once we multiply 6 times 1/2, we're going to get 3. 6 times 2/3 is going to give us 4. And then we're going to have 6/3, which is just 2/1. Now at this step, we're going to do keep, flip, change. So after we add, this is going to stay the same, right? So 7 we keep, we change the division sign to a multiplication sign, and then we're going to flip 2/1 to 1/2. So now once we simplify, we are going to get 7/2 as an answer. But let's say that you didn't solve it like this. What is another way that we could solve this problem? So I'm going to show you guys. So let's just say we went and got the same common denominator, right? So we're looking at 1/2 plus 2/3, and we're dividing that by 1/3. And let's make sure we erase so we have some space. So if we focus here, we know that our common denominator is going to be 6. Right? So that means I'm going to multiply this fraction here by 3 and this fraction here by 2. I'm going to leave this fraction alone for now. So once we multiply, we're going to get 3/6 plus 4/6, and we're dividing this by 1/3. Combine our numerators, we get 7/6, and then this division sign turns into multiplication, 3/1. Sorry, I put a 2 by accident. It should be 6. Then there's two ways we could do this. Multiply straight across, we get 21/6. Once we divide by 3, that's going to give us 7/2. Or if we cross cancel, dividing 3 by 3 gives us 1, 6 by 3 gives us 2. Multiply straight across, we will get the same exact answer. So we can use the lowest common denominator, or we could just combine our numerators based on finding a common denominator. In our second problem now, it says that we have 1 minus 1/4 divided by 2 minus 3/5. So what I'm going to do, when I look at these two denominators, I know that we could have a lowest common denominator of 20. So we're going to use 20 as our LCD, and I'm going to make parentheses so I don't forget I'm multiplying. So let's have 20 on the outside here and 20 on the bottom here. And remember, LCD is just going to help eliminate the fractions, okay? So this is why it's a good reason to use LCD. 20 times 1 is going to give us 20. 20 times 1 is 20 divided by 4 will give us 5. When we go on the bottom side, 20 times 2 gives us 40. And then 20 times 3 is 60. 60 divided by 5 is going to give us 15. Oh, I'm sorry, not 15. It should be 12. So sorry, guys, 12. All right. So now we got rid of the fractions. We can now just simplify. So we're gonna have 15/28. And when we check this fraction, there is nothing that we could divide both top and bottom number by to simplify this fraction. So this will be our correct answer. So in our last problem, guys, they now trying to make this a lot more complicated by throwing in variables. But it's going to be the same process. So let's go ahead and rewrite this so that we can see it better. So we have 2 divided by x plus y, and then we're going to divide this by 3. So let's say we did not take the LCD route, right? because we're not adding or subtracting it, so we do not have to have common denominators. So if I keep this the same, change my division to multiplication, and then make this a fraction and take the reciprocal, right? We're now going to multiply this by 1 over 3. So once I do that, my final answer will be 2 over 3 times x plus y. If you want to simplify it to 3x plus 3y, you can, but just understand that these two are the same. Now, before I wrap this video on up, if you found it helpful, I'm going to ask that you guys smash the like button for us. It really helps out with our algorithm and getting more people to view our channel, trying to help as much people as possible. So let's say we're doing this problem, right? Let's start back over in blue. And I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna do it a different way. What is another way we could do this? So let's say we're trying to find a common denominator, right? So I multiply this side by x plus y. That cancels. And then I multiply this side by x plus y. Now what I have would be 2 over 1. I'm going to change this to, no, I'm going to keep it the same, I'm sorry. Divided by 3 by x times y all over 1. Now in our final step, I'm going to get rid of this 1, just keep it as 2. So now we have 2 multiplied by 1 over 3x plus y, right? 3 times x plus y. When we simplify and multiply straight across, we're going to get the same answer, which will be 2 divided by 3 times x plus y. So hopefully this introductory video was great for you guys on complex fractions. Join us next time when we dive in deeper with problems that have only variables and even exponents. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.